Have you ever looked at an old photo of yourself and thought, who is that? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You laugh differently. You think differently. You react differently. And sometimes it hits you quietly at 2 a.m. I don't even recognize who I've become. If that's you, this video isn't random, it's for you. Here's the truth no one talks about. You don't wake up one day and become someone else. It happens slowly, through stress, through heartbreak, through betrayal, through responsibility, through survival. You adapt, and adaptation changes you. The version of you that used to trust easily, that was before disappointment trained you to be cautious. The version of you that dreamed big, that was before failure taught you to be realistic. The version of you that was soft, that was before life demanded you become strong. You didn't randomly change, you responded. But here's the problem. When survival mode becomes your personality, you forget who you were before the armor. Let me challenge you. Maybe you don't recognize yourself because you're evolving. Growth feels uncomfortable. Outgrowing friends feels lonely. Outgrowing habits feels empty. Outgrowing your old mindset feels confusing. The old you can't come with you. And that creates tension. You feel disconnected from your past self because your future self is pulling you forward. But evolution without reflection feels like identity loss. So instead of asking, why am I not who I used to be? Ask, is who I'm becoming aligned with who I want to be? That question changes everything. Now let's get real. Sometimes you don't recognize yourself, not because you evolved, but because you compromised. You said yes when you meant no. You tolerated things that violated your standards. You stayed in rooms where you had to shrink to fit. And slowly, you started abandoning yourself. That's when the mirror feels unfamiliar. That's when you feel disconnected from your own voice. And here's the hard truth. If you feel like a stranger in your own life, it's a sign you've drifted from your core values. But drifting is not permanent. You can recalibrate. Here's what most people won't do. But you can. Audit your current life. Who drains you? What habits weaken you? What environments shrink you? Reconnect with your younger self. What did you care about before the world told you who to be? What excited you before you started playing it safe? Start acting like the person you respect, not the person you're comfortable being, the person you admire. Identity is not something you find. It's something you build through repeated decisions. Every decision either brings you closer to yourself or further away. If you don't recognize yourself anymore, good. That means something is shifting. The question is, are you becoming someone you're proud of or someone you barely tolerate? Be intentional. Because 5 years from now, you will look back at this version of you too. Make sure that future version says, that's when everything changed. If this felt personal, it was meant to. Drop a comment. Do you feel like you've evolved or drifted? And if this resonated, subscribe. We're not staying the same this year.